This here, this is quali, and then we have the sprint race, which is 11 laps. Yeah. All good, Jared, brother. All good. All good, sir. Ooh, CPI Fulsey. I'm seeing that's one name that doesn't stand out too easily. Always love doing great. Love that. Always watching an Imola race. Yeah, guys. Last time out, I probably got my favorite cadence in ever when it came into casting. The final lap of Australia. That might have been my favorite bit of commentary ever. So hopefully I get to try and emulate that somehow. Hasn't raced yet. Mighty quick. Mighty quick. I'm interested. I'm interested. I am interested. What? So right now that's what? Through Tossa in towards Piratella now. Yeah, Piratella's the left-hander down into Acqua Minerale. Okay. Guys, I'm trying to remember the numbers and stuff. So now this is down the straight into Acqua Minerale. The right-hander. Ooh. Alright, Skadoosh. That's Dio. The straight then into the Variante Alta. Yeah. Love that, love that. Yeah, the Variante Alta. And then after there, Ravazza. It's Ravazza at turn 17 and 18. Oh, yellow flags. Why? Oh, I love it, this game. Acqua Minerale, my worst nightmare. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Ooh, a bit of a toe. A bit of a toe on the outlap. What a way to get it as well. Oh, that was going into turn 1. A Williams up alongside a Mercedes. Imagine. That's a Russell Bottas-esque. You can make it flow so nice. Damn. I don't think so. Last game was horrible. Couldn't pick up throttle at all. Ooh. Always a slow start. Always. I need to wake up a bit, but I couldn't think of a worse way. Could not think of a worse way. Oh, a 5-place grid penalty for locks. Now, what has he done? He is in the grass right before Ravazza. Right before Ravazza, a collision with George Townsend, apparently. But a 5-place grid dead on the get off the racing line. I don't know about that. Folks, if you're... 5 places. Interesting. Ross Vincent going fastest this time around. Maitland invalid. Five places. Variante Alta. Ooh, the slipstream here into Ravazza is very good. It just makes for such good racing. It's going to make for such good racing. The slipstream between Alta and Ravazza, it's just going to make for such good racing before the line, because that'll shut the gap down then for DRS. Wait, hang on, lads, can someone tell me where the DRS zones in Imola? I actually don't know which the DRS zones are. I imagine it's the straight Acqua Minerale and then, what, after Tamburello or something? Just the one. There's just the one. Is that on the main straight then, is this? Or is that after Minerale? Is there just the one? The pit straight? Shit! I didn't know that. Okay. Cheers, Captain. It's OP? Yeah. Well, yeah, because there's a massive stretch down into Tamburello. 4 wide, yeah. Locks retires. Intriguing. Locks retires, and that is in the pits as well. No longer interested in proceedings. Locks will be at the back of the grid for the start of the sprint race. Interesting. Luca Chebi, fastest so far in qualifying with that McLaren team. He'll be slow into the pits as Bucco is going to go in just ahead of him. Wait, Bucco, Owen, if you have a name that you want me to use instead, let me know. If you have a surname or anything that you want me to use instead of your name. Because I know you sometimes have this tabbed up as well. Or for the same reason, if anyone from this chat can go to Ollie's chat, to Chili's chat, and find out if Bucco has a name you'd rather go by. Because I'm happy doing whatever surnames. I'm always happy doing whatever surnames. His name comes from a surname. Wait. I don't know how to pronounce her name, I'm sorry. Was Chevy racing in Australia? I don't know. I feel like he was. Bucknell. Okay. Bucknell. Right. Owen Bucknell. That's perfect. Ooh, loose from Archie East. So I guess it's the outlap, so it won't matter too much, but quite loose. There are about just under 10 minutes left now in quali. Ooh! Ross, baby, that's the barrier. You leave that alone. Let's see. Oh, and McBriggs it. Noah with a collision into Bucknell. What does that mean for Bucknell? Bucknell's in the gravel. Bucknell's in the gravel here at the side of Tossa after the Variante Villeneuve. Interesting, and in the grass alongside Tyler Berry. Annoyed I can't be there, but Ross will bring it home for the team. I sure as hell hope so. I sure as hell hope so. Not another one! That was so good in the YouTube video. I don't think anyone even understood the reference. I don't think anyone understood the reference at all. Not another one! No Chiro? Yeah. There's 18 drivers to start in Imola. 18 to start. Let's see who's flying right now. Maitland on a flying lap. Let's see what Maitland. Why not? Why not? In towards Aqua Minerale, the steep left-hander up the hill. In towards the Variante Alta. Ooh, dropping down the gears, and maybe an in-lap from Maitland. It seems as though he's lifting a little. Another one, and then another one. Ooh, GT out, retired. Oh wait, that's on the straight. Oh, and I got the wrong POV for it. That was on the straight. GT out. George Townsend out of the running. Interesting. Interesting beginning. Let me open this up here. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna open up the Twitch chat so I can make sure it's nice and wide while I'm reading. And same with the activity feed. Because I got access now to the activity feed so I can thank follows as they come in for the Twitch channel. Because people don't follow this channel even though this is heckin' Pog. Wasn't a crash? All good. All good, all good. Chevy fastest so far here in Imola. With good pace, so up by a 10th on Archie East. It seems as though he's got his foot down right now as well through this middle sector. As he just gives Peratilla a kiss now as he goes down in towards Acqua Minerale. Very pacey from the German as he does get himself into the third sector. No purple sector given as of yet. Yellow flag in the third. Yellow flag in the third against, I believe that might be Dio. Right down in Ravazza. But into Ravazza we go with Luca Cebi. Steep left-hander, feeds wide and feeds narrow once more. A good take, but I've just commentated an in-lap for the sake of it. God damn it. Let's see. Fulzi. Ooh. Late on the brakes in Acqua Minerale. Still looks quite quick though. Still looks quite quick in the Haas. And no, oh no! This is not good because that's 10. Wait, Bucco's out. Bucco's out. That's Owen Bucknell is in the barrier. Is that in the barrier or the gravel? That's on the gravel on the runoff right before Ravazza. And that's following a collision with Noah's Noah, Mr. Baza McBrexit. I'm unsure, folks. I didn't get to see what happened. Maybe we'll get a POV in the YouTube video. If that's Chile here. Run it, Chile. Nice. Got that one. Perfect. Might get a run of what happened there. Just into the pits now for most of these drivers. This is when there's no traffic like this. Where the grass is green. Make hay. Noah and Bucco not pleased for the second time around. Second time around. Coots now feeding wide in towards Ravazza. Could have had a better exit and a much better entry in towards turn 18, but now just picking up that pace as we go into that Variante Bassa over the line. 7th fastest so far for Joey Coots. 8/10 off of pace, still trailing. Boys are in quali, you're right. So guys, can I get confirmation as well from my F1 fans in chat? Turn number 1, that was where Bottas and Russell had their crash. Can I invite you? I think so. Where's... Can I? Get on the game, Deacon. Get on the game, Deacon. Maybe that way I can invite you. Get on the game. Ooh. Deacon, get on the fucking game! It won't let me invite you from here, Deacon! Get on the fucking game! Just load up your F1 2022 so I can invite you from there. It says you're online. Like, literally, can I even show you? I don't think I can't even show you this. Deacon, that's the whole point. Get on the game. It literally, I can't invite you from here. For your profile says you're not. Your profile says you're not for me. It won't let me do it from there, Deacon. 200 members. My, oh my. I'll just try again. Is he? Deacon, restart your game if you haven't already. Just in case, because it doesn't have you on F1 2022 at all. And it won't let me invite you from there. Deacon, I know you're saying you're on the game, but it doesn't show me that. It just says you're online. Spongy Bobby, what's up? My oh my. Literally, let me fucking... This is what it says. The caster... And Deacon, check Snapchat then, motherfucker. I can't do anything. I literally cannot do anything. Love that one, Spongy Bobby. Love that. Love that one. I literally took a picture on my phone to send to him on Snapchat. That's how fucking... Oh, in the runoff, Coots retires. Yellow flags, Sector 1 and Sector 2. Luca Chebi, fastest so far in Imola, with a minute to go in qualifying. A minute to go in qualifying, and Chebi's going to get another bite at the cherry as well. He might be one of the last drivers over the line. Will Chebi be on pole for the sprint race here, folks, in the northeast of the Italian province? We'll see as we get him over the line for his flying lap. Archie East, invalid as is, but I'm sure he'll get another chance at it. Fulzy, throttling, but not having a lot of pace. Stitch. Exactly, guys, exactly. Stitch on that sharp left-hander now. Deacon, is that a setting? Now, let me turn this down. Deacon, is that a setting that you have on? Is that a setting you have on to hide the game that you're playing? Because if not, you just have to restart your Steam and your fucking F1 and it lets you straight in. Well, it should let us invite you even. Either way, so, drivers starting to finish their qualifying sessions. Next over the line, Uncle Stewart. Will he be able to beat his time? P5 for Uncle Stewart as he hits the line. Next up is Stitch, who's already gone invalid. His time won't count. Ross Vincent already also invalid. The McLaren behind him is Luca Chebi. Can Luca Chebi beat the time that he'd set prior? Luca Chebi is on pole for the start of this Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. He's going to remain on pole as it would stand. Can Fulzy beat him to the parapet? Or can Tom, one of the league founders, beat him? By the looks of things, no, they cannot. Luca Chebi, the German, is on pole for the start of the sprint race in the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. What? What? Luca Chebi's on pole for the sprint. Ah! Folks, we've done CRL for about a year and a half now, as long as I've been part of it. And in that year and a half, we've never had anything like a sprint race. We've never had that dynamic before. It was always that short form qualifying and a bit of movement. Should get rid of all the buffer. Nice. So, folks, it's been a while coming. It's something we're not too used to. But Luca Chebi's on pole for the sprint race for the start of the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, brought to you by CRL F1. It's lights out, and away we go. And it looks as though we've got a rapid start up towards the front already from Chebi. He's being chased down by Archie East and the Williams. Right behind him, carnage starts to unfold as that's Uncle Stewart up the inside. Jake goes around the right. He's going as long as he can the long way around on this Mercedes, taking it as wide as he likes. George Townsend falls back. The Alfa Romeo of Ross Vincent will get in ahead and look the upside. Ollie Mayland is hunting to get his bit of ground, caught inside of the slipstream as we make our way through this sector. Owen Buckles had a rough start right towards the very back as we see Uncle Stewart trying to peel away even better, chasing after Jake TPA. My God. Honestly, right. Geg. My oh my. Righto. Fulzi, 0.2 a second away from Stitch inside the second sector as we make our way through the Variante Alta, staring down in towards Ravazza now, inside of the slipstream, hunting for whatever ground we can. Fulzi's going to have the slipstream right behind Stitch. Will he make the move on the inside? Gets shut down very early from the Ferrari in the home of the Italian. Fulzi swaying left and right, no ground being shown. Fastest lap so far by Luca Cevi will be beaten, you'd imagine, as Fulzi will get in ahead of Stitch in towards P3, following the cross on the line. But it's a massive train here in Imola at the start. We're seeing the drag reduction system coming in very soon. All good, Deacon, all good. Oh! Bazimek breaks it out. Noah out on the pit straight. Yellow flag sector 1. But we'll see. What a battle we have as Stitch now going up in and towards Piratella through the back of Tossa. Left-hander now as we stare down in towards Acqua Minerale. Stitch's Ferrari against the Ferrari-powered Haas, in for a task in through Acqua Minerale. As steep as you like, the Haas gets away a little bit better on the exit of turn number 13 as we stare down into Variante Alta, the right-left, the quick chicane here in this second sector. And the Haas just gets away even better. The traction is that much better for CPI Fulzi, who gets away from Stitch. Jake TPA right behind Stitch now. As time seems to be of the essence, Luca Cevi just looks so quick. How often do we get to say that? Luca Cevi looking incredibly quick here in Imola. A force to be reckoned with. A force to be reckoned with, Jake TPA. We'll sit with him now as he trails Stitch now, the Welshman in the Ferrari. He's going to try and maneuver some pace, but that's a very loose exit off of Tossa. Through Tossa. It's been a good sprint so far. We've had a few very quick moves. Is that Uncle Deacon? Uncle Deacon battling. Am I seeing things correctly? Uncle Deacon battling here through this second sector into Acqua Minerale. Is that the AI or is that Deacon? Is that Deacon or the AI? I can't tell. Yellow flag, sector 3. Not sure what that one's for. It's AI? Is this? The AI just overtook the Red Bulls. The AI just took over the Red Bulls. I'm not even sure. Ooh, okay, never mind. There, we see Locks get his pace back. We'll sit with Stitch now as he's trailing Jake TPA in for this podium in the sprint race. Through this left-hander we go at the top of Tossa through Villeneuve. Just chasing after the Williams, the Alpine, sorry. Through Acqua Minerale right now. Loose, quite loose from the Alpine ahead, but Stitch unable to capitalize. CPI Fulzi. Oh, very late runoff from both drivers, Ross Vincent and from CPI Fulzi. Fulzi following it wide and sitting inside of the slipstream. That wind tunnel to get him that bit closer. DRS will be enabled now as we approach this line once more. Through the Variante Bassa off the back of Ravazza. Mayland moving up the grid ahead of George Townsend now in P9 as it would be in the middle of the sprint. But what a race we've had so far from Luca Cevi. Luca Cevi's looked almost flawless. Oh, Tom's out. Tom is out. I don't know why or how. That's on track as well. An on-track retirement from the Red Bull to call it quits. Intriguing. Intriguing. Owen Bucknell now the teammate of Luca Cebi, who is currently leading. Almost Ricciardo-esque, living in Norris's shadow as it would be with McLaren right now. Uncle Deacon still sitting in behind the AlphaTauri. No wind as well again. Yeah. My oh my. It's AI. Okay, it is AI. Deacon, it's AI, but it got ahead of both Red Bulls. Deacon, how's your AI going to overtake two Red Bulls? Of course. Right. Locks gets in ahead of George Townsend now. 6 laps into the sprint and Locks looking a little bit better form. Don't text and drive. Capital knows what's up. Ooh! GT wide around the Red Bull. Let's see. The closest battle you'll get is Stitch and Jake have been battling the entire time for this podium. Folsey with a 3-second penalty. Ooh, track limits it seems. Track limits is not the way to go. No, Simon, you jinxed it. Simon, you jinxed it. Simon, buddy, you just straight up jinxed it. God damn it, Simon. God damn it. Spoke too soon. That's Murray Walker for you right there. Curse of the commentator. Jake now 4 laps away. Oh, wide again off the exit there. That was off of Piratella. Now as we go into Aqua Minerale. It seems as though these guys pick up some pace very scarcely. Joey Coots now in the AlphaTauri right behind Uncle Stuart now through the Variante Alta down in towards Ravazza. Ooh, that's Maitland behind, a bit of a late runoff off the back of Variante Alta. We'll sit with Coots through the street because he will get himself within DRS range once he hits that detection zone. Within that 1 second reach of Uncle Stuart ahead, Joey Coots will get that chance. Sitting in the wind tunnel the entire way, but nothing will avail as of yet, it would seem. Joey Coots still in behind Uncle Stuart through turn 1. Oh, what in the lag? That just threw Coots off the track there. Oh no! That's someone out. That's Dio out. Oh, Dio in the barrier on the left. Not sure what's happened to the AlphaTauri, but Dio is out. Yellow flags across the board. We have ourselves, for the first time tonight, folks, a safety car. But we have 11 laps, so it will not be out for long. I'm going to get a quick drink now while we wait for this to recoup. I've never drove with an F122 car. of came back to Maitland getting a penalty. Some of these drivers going for, swaps. See, I don't think they recognize that once it hits lap 10, safety car will be in, even without the queue reforming. I'm pretty sure under the game's rules, it won't actually, under the game's rules, it won't actually put us a safety car over the line. I'm 90, okay, you can quote me on this one here, because when there's a safety car at the end of a race in the F1 game, I think it gives a minimum 2 laps. Once we hit the start of this third sector, some of these drivers who made the swap to softs could be in for a surprise. They could be in for a surprise once we hit this third sector. And I think they will be. The line's coming up now, we'll see. I'm 95% sure. We'll see now when we hit the line here. No, unless they wait for the last corner. No, there we go, yeah. They're going to be in for a bit of a shocker. Safety car will be in this lap. So Maitland's had a stinker, I reckon, with a swap. Coots has also had a stinker. Unless they can catch up, but I just don't see a world where they catch up. In the game's rules. Okay, bear in mind, Ollie, if you're watching this back, if this was actual F1, big brain, bro, you get a lap out of it maybe. Maybe not even. You get soft swap for the start of the sprint. The start of the actual Grand Prix. Because it's F1 22 the game, you're an idiot. So, for lap number 10, the second to last lap, we get green flags and a restart at racing here in this track in Imola. RGE setting after Luca Cebi, and the gas be shut down as we start off this race now in towards Tamburello at turn number 1. Who'll come out in front is that big question. Who's going to be the beneficiary of all of this action? Here we go. First of all, in towards Villeneuve. RGE still setting after Luca Cebi, hoping to make that gap count. It won't count as of yet. Luca Cebi still holding firm at the front and make that gap open up to almost half of a second now off the restart. What a start from the German. Oh no! Oh no, Uncle Stewart's out. And that's on the start here of Tossa. Stewart in the barrier on the left-hand side. Didn't get an angle, I'm sure Stewart did. Another driver out. We will get a yellow flag. No safety car, I'd imagine. Oh, wow. Oh no! Wait a minute, what's happened? What has happened? I just took away because someone crashed out. But Luca Cebi at Aqua Minerale has spun, and Archie East now takes the lead off the sprint. Lauren, how are you doing, gorgeous? What's up? But Luca Cebi has spun out, and now he's behind Owen Bucknell. What has happened to Luca Cebi? Braden retires. What has happened? We enter the final lap. The final lap now. And how about some last lap shenanigans between Ross Vincent and Archie East to see who's going to win the sprint? I'm all right. Love to see it. Love to see it. Last lap shenanigans in the sprint before the start of this Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. And Ross Vincent's going to be right behind Archie East all the way through Tossa in towards Piratella. Right behind him all of the way. Archie East getting a bit of a better feed away as Ross Vincent keeps it within 3 seconds. Vincent 0.3 of a second now as he just drops off a little in towards Aqua Minerale. Up through the steep left-hander, up the hill. Archie East with a better exit, it would seem. The sprint race has been a bit of a solid race really to watch, including so many confusing times, so many confusing battles, including that's an AI. Deacon is an AI right now, and he's in P7. I don't even know what's going on. Stitch is on the podium, Ross Vincent's on the podium, Archie East is in front. The Englishman in the Williams now has himself in with a great chance. He started the sprint in a very good spot. He trailed Luca Cebi for quite a while, but Archie East is going to win the sprint in the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Ross Vincent will cross the line in second. Stitch will join him on the podium. Joey Coots will hit fourth. Uncle Deacon up in fifth following that restart. What the hell? Jake TPA will be in sixth. George Townsend in seventh. Bucko and Luca Cebi, the McLaren pair, in eighth and ninth. Ollie Maitland in 10th at the start now off this Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Shadow in P11. He gets to start a lap this time around. Fulzy with the observation of penalties in 12th. And Locks, the last driver to finish out of the 18 that did start this sprint race, will get us there. What a sprint. Archie East wins the sprint race in the Emilia-Romagna circuit. Chevy DQ'd. Chevy, what have I seen? Can I unsee this? Blame Deacon, okay? Blame Deacon. Blame Deacon. Well then. Deacon. It's Deacon. The Uncle Deacon on track. Do it again? I'm afraid not, because if I do that again, it'll take a little bit to get back in towards the race, and we're about to get ourselves the green flags, and, well, we're about to get lights out rather than green flags. Oh, everyone disqualified now, apparently. Everyone disqualified. Here we go. Here we go. We're just slowly catching up now. The queue assembling. 32 laps in the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix in northeastern Italy for what will be the second race in CRL Formula 1. It's been a bit of a blinder of a start with the sprint, which Archie East took. It's lights out and away we go. And who's going to take it this time around? Stitch is going to try and chase his way in towards Archie East. He gets away from Joey Coots. We'll look a little bit further back down the line. Yellow flag in the first sector. Not sure that's against safety car out. Safety car out already. I'm not too sure what's happened. Is that a VSC? It might be a VSC, but we have a safety car of some sort out. It might be a VSC. It might be a VSC, I'm not too sure. Under the new game spectator client, we don't get that information in the top left. That was indeed pretty fast. They crashed within 20 meters, they did. Right, hang on. Deacon, this is well for any of your Codemasters friends. If you can find out for the spectator UI, up in the top left where it says yellow flag sectors 1, 2, and 3, in the last game it used to say safety car or VSC. If you can, maybe if that's a UI bug from them, normally it tells me what happens. Now we get green flags and racing resumes as per. Racing resumes as per. We'll sit with Stitch, who trails Archie East. The Welshman setting after the Englishman in and through this third sector, down through the Variante Alta in towards Ravazza. No real ground being made, but Ross Vincent's getting closer to George Townsend here. Through Ravazza we go. Over the gravel on this final stretch as we approach into the Variante Bassa, as we get this little bit of slipstream through the sector, and Ross Vincent looks very quick in comparison to the Haas. Ross Vincent being shown the inside line will get his chance in towards turn number 1 into Tamburello, and up ahead he goes. George Townsend must yield and does. Townsend will try and set back. Fulzi looking a little bit slower, but Luca Cevi will capitalise on what seemed to be a bit of madness from the Haas. Oh, loose again from the Haas ahead. That's George Townsend. That was a loose exit off the back of Villeneuve as we go up the hill now in towards Tossa. Wow. Into the pits for Stewart and Braden now through Aqua Minerale with Luca Cevi. Smallest gap I can see so far. Not too often, Raw. Not too often. Ooh, over the top of the Variante Alta, and Luca Cevi now in a position where he has to come back, but up the inside, that's going to be Fulzi. Fulzi's going to go through. He's going to get a chance as well. Will Fulzi get the inside line in his teammate? Yes, he will. It's a two-man move from Fulzi in his inaugural CRL race. He gets in ahead of George Townsend and Luca Cevi. Luca Cevi and George Townsend neck and neck through the Variante Bassa in towards this first corner, in towards the Tamburello corner. Now Cevi sits in behind George Townsend. What a start! What is going on, lads? What is going on? Cevi sits in behind Townsend. That was some teamwork, wasn't it? Yeah. They did it piece by piece. Fulzi and Townsend get it done! But Cevi on the corner! There is no way off the corner of Tambur. That's Villeneuve in towards Tossa. Oh, Cevi, it's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong in the second sector for Luca Cevi. Oh, no. Spinella. Love that. Fulzi after Ross Vincent now through the Variante Alta. Fulzi, yellow flag, second and third sector. No clarity on what that's for. It may be against Shadow, who seems to be in a battle of some sort. I'm guessing he went up against Ollie Mayland, who has got in ahead. Bazimek Brexit accumulates a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. More than likely, that will be deemed as track limits. Fulzi now on this straight through the Variante, Bassa, and the Haas moves in ahead of the Alfa Romeo. Ross Vincent watches him take off. Vincent will trail in towards Tamburello now, in towards turns 2, 3, and 4. Who will get in ahead? That's the question. Oh, and Bucknell's out. Owen Bucknell is out, and that's with a collision with Bazimek Brexit. And he's left the set. I'm pretty sure we have a safety car, and Bazimek Brexit is stuck behind the corpse of Bucko. Why is Noah racing? I don't actually know. I don't actually know. Well, 2 drivers out, yellow flags, safety car out on track. Now the fun begins, lads. 4 collisions already? Maybe, Capital. Oh, lads, this is going to be an absolutely painful one. They're going to catch up eventually, but we're going to have at least another lap under the safety car as well. Might just have to take off and finger my arse and then come back for the race, because this is going to be a long one. This is going to be a long one. Into the pits with Deacon, Stewart, and Braden. Aight, clipping that. Sure thing. Wow, by Capital. Let's see.
So much for visiting us today.
Thank you for having us.
We can't go. Oh, we can't go under him. We can't go through him. Let's go over him.
Oh my god.
What?
God.
What? He went straight
Oh
over
my
the
God.
top. What the fuck are we playing?
Thank you for having us.
What the fuck are we playing? The Halo saves lives. The Halo saves lives, folks. Wow. Yeah, Owen, mate, do you have a clip of what happened? Do you have a clip of what happened, Owen? Anything like that at all, just slap it in drivers. Discord?
So much for visiting us today.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, let's see here. Ravazza. Oh.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Why? Why? Why?
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Why?
Are you alright? Engine off, engine off.
Because you accidentally blocked him in quali. Well, he got disqualified in the race.
So much for visiting us today.
Thank you for having us.
Safety car in this lap. Stitch will be in the lead for the restart of this Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. The Haas of Fulzi will be trailing and will look to shut that gap down as racing resumes, folks, here in the Italian city of Imola. Ollie Malin now setting after Ross Vincent here in this first sector in towards what looks to be Tamburello. The left-hander into Tamburello as we go, and Malin lets Vincent slip through and get closer and closer in towards Fulzi. Stitch has had a blinder in a restart. Through now in towards this steep right-hander, Aquaminerale through Piratella. Let's see. Malin, 0.8 of a second now away from Ross Vincent. Yes, equal performance. We'll see Chevy making up some ground now following his lackluster start off the back of that spin at Aquaminerale. Setting after Shadow now in this Aston Martin. Chevy versus Shadow, very much your Norris versus your Stroll here in this first sector as we enter into Tamburello. Through Aquaminerale, Chevy still setting after Shadow in lap 8 of 32 here, folks. 24 laps remain, 24 laps for the best bit of ground to be made. Folks, if you don't already, be sure to follow the CRL Twitch channel here, folks. Hit the follow button at the bottom of your screen. As Chevy right behind Shadow. Looking a little desperate here now. DRS is enabled now. Oh, and up the inside. Shadow will eventually have to yield as Chevy is too quick. But Joey Kuntz is watching. In towards Tamburello we go. And realistically, the way that they're going to end up going side by side very, very soon with this slipstream. Yellow flag first sector. We'll see who gets there. Kuntz goes up the inside as Shadow. He sends it up the inside of the Aston Martin and the AlphaTauri. Too quick for comfort. Gets away well. Tom ever so desperate to get back up in touch with Shadow. Stitch now behind Fulzi, who leads this Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Yeah, Owen, I get you. Jake also out. 22 laps. Luca Cebi now battling with Joey Coots, who's trying to fight his way in towards Tossa. The battle now up the hill into Piratella. Right ahead, Ross Vincent and Ollie Mayland are going head to head. They can have whatever, they can customize themselves, I think. Vincent right behind Mayland, looking for revenge for Melbourne in the week gone by. Looking for revenge for Melbourne. Vincent doing everything he can. Everything he can and more to try and stay within range, but it's just going to be that bit difficult now in towards Tamburello. Uncle Deacon taking over Shadow now into P10 in the points for Deacon Emerson. What is it with me pressing a button and finding someone spinning? Maitland spins. Sniper, no sniping. Yep. Ross Vincent now is on the podium and he's going to be, hoping to set after any of these drivers. Luca Cebi is now going to take that chance away, straight away from Ross Vincent. Cebi looking so quick as he also winds up Stitch. Cebi right behind Stitch now into Ravazza. Oh! And a shunt! And he's put himself right in front of Ross Vincent. I'm not sure what's happened. Cebi has to re-enter. He re-enters somewhat safely, but slow on the race line. I'm so unsure. Zysa, what's up? I'm so unsure. But now this podium is looking interesting. League newcomer Fulsey leads by 5 seconds. Joey Coots is in second. And Tom's Red Bull is in third. What? Folks, we're getting ready for the restart here in Imola. The restart in this Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. There's a red flag, of course, which caused us to have a restart here. A fat naked man found his way onto the track, so we had to red flag for safety reasons. And then we got rid of all of the morons that had died already. So now we're getting ready for the restart, minus Tom as well. Tom just didn't join back. There was a halo involved. Look at. Here we go, 16 laps in Imola, 16 laps in the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix to decide who comes out on top in the second league race in CRL Formula 1. The sprint went Archie East's way. This time, he's down in P4. This is going to be the second time around. We're going to have it. A standing start this time around. For the second, maybe third time, it's lights out and away we go. And Luca Cebi will be looking to get himself a much better spot. He takes the lead off the race following an incredible restart. George Townsend will hunt after Archie East now through the sector to Tamburello. Coots goes in. A dive from Stitch's Ferrari puts him ahead of both Townsend and Coots. Puts him ahead of both Townsend and Coots. Cebi leads this Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Archie East will look for his window now as they make their way through Tossa, up the hill in towards Piratella. Up the hill into Piratella they go. And now Stitch is hoping to get himself back within range of the Williams. Joey Coots, 0.8 of a second now away from Stitch. The gap. Stitch going for those Verstappen-esque moves is right. Just diving in as he would. The late lunge through the inside. Shadow getting in ahead of George Townsend. And the Aston Martin into Variante Alta will get in ahead. But now as they stare down into Ravazza, George Townsend will be sat in that wind tunnel. But taking a bit of grass with him on the left-hand side that will hinder his pace. Coots right behind Stitch. The Englishman versus the Welshman. It's the battle for speed here as we make our way through the Variante Basson Moto. So incredibly close. Luca Cebi leads this Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Archie East is so hungry for his position. He's desperate. He's desperate to find this McLaren. Joey Coots pulling 2 a second away from Stitch now, up the hill through into Piratella. Left-hander at Piratella works out a little bit nicer here as well as we go in towards Acqua Minerale. I have to burp so bad, but I can't. Coots still sitting right in behind Stitch, 0.2 of a second, but Coots looks that bit quicker in the AlphaTauri up against the Ferrari. The AlphaTauri having to go the long way around the Ferrari now, in towards Ravazza, going the whole way around. The Ferrari wants his inside line. He won't be able to keep it. Stitch has to yield, will attempt to yield, instead sits behind now inside that wind tunnel. Will Stitch get the chance to move back in ahead? Right in before Variante Tamburello. Through we go in the DRS here. Right hand side, inside line being adopted by Coots, but Fulzy goes in ahead. Last on the brakes is going to be Fulzy. Stitch pushes in, Coots goes wide, and now it's all a battle for ground. Coots forced into the gravel, and through goes Fulzy. Through goes Fulzy. George Townsend and Ross Vincent, this battle here in towards the Variante Villanova Tossa, the right-hander, followed by the left now towards Piratella. Up the hill we go. Up the hill we go as Ross Vincent trails George Townsend, who trails Shadow. It was a red flag, yes. It was indeed. Now through Variante Alta, Shadow has that lead, but Townsend and Vincent are desperate for pace. They're desperate for their move. They're desperate for their position, the same way Coots is desperate to keep away from Fulzy. The gap is shutting down by the minute. Luca Cebi, that's the fastest lap so far for the McLaren. Yeah, my stream crashed and internet died. Here we go, Stewart on Brayton. Now Stewart will get that inside line, as well as Ollie Malin. The two of them going in towards Tamburello, both getting ahead of Brayden. What is this? Fulzy now trailing Joey Coots. Coots is trying to hold on for dear life as Fulzy is chasing him down now through Tossa, up the hill to Piratella. Look at this now. Look at this battle in Piratella now as we stare down into Acqua Minerale. Inside line being shown. Ross has to lift. He does not want any more contact with George Townsend, who tried to shut a door that he could not. Oh, he just gets hit again. He's caught in a horrible spot. Vincent just stuck behind Townsend. He just seems so slow. The pace that Vincent's offering just looks that bit quicker than Townsend, who's holding on for dear life. The Haas of Townsend setting for Shadow. Will Townsend get his move on the Aston Martin, apologies. Yes, he will. George Townsend finally getting away from Shadow. Gets himself some air ahead of him now. Issue is he has to defend because the Aston Martin has a lot of pace to offer. But how much pace can he offer while Ross Vincent is breathing down his neck as we make our way now in towards Tossa through Variante Villeneuve. Through Villeneuve we go. Fulzy now trailing Joey Coots. My oh my. Townsend just feeding away, doing his thing. Ross Vincent in that hungry spot now through Aqua Minerale, but Vincent goes right over the curb. Deacon, I don't know. Look, I'm going to be honest, I don't know. I have no idea. A pit stop in Imola doesn't take that long. But now, is this Fulzi's chance to get ahead of Coots in towards Tamburello? Oh, the contact between the AlphaTauri and between the Haas, and the Haas will get the inside line. Coots will make way for the time being. Oh my days, flashbacks of Bottas and Russell in the year just gone by. That could, yeah, no PTSD, that's what I was thinking, Owen. Oh my days, they have to lift. A bit of responsibility from Coots lets him lift. The Haas of Fulzi will... Oh. Coots also slides out, maybe some blank spots on the tyres. Yellow flag, third sector. That's against Deacon again, who's even further behind. What's going on here? What's going on here? He's got a wing. I thought he would have had, like, really bad damage. He's just wibing. Bro's wibing. Stitch wide, and that's music to Luca Cebi's ears. Music to Luca Cebi's ears. He is. Cebi will be looking to blue flag someone. That's something we're not used to. Stitch into the pits, Coots into the pits. Oh, Coots gets a penalty as well. Speeding in the pit lane for Joey Coots. And now this is where strategy is going to work out for the most part. I don't know, with a 16-lap race, I don't know if you must stop. Where is next race? I'm not sure. Bucko, can you find out? Where is next race? Once in a 16-lapper. In a 25% race, I don't know if you are though. Okay. Yes, okay. That's good to know. That's very good to know. Very, very good to know. What was first race? Australia. Okay. Now Luca blinks. Archie East will follow suit. I'd imagine. No! Archie stays out. Archie stays out in the soft. Interesting move. We'll see how that was. Ross Vincent into second. I'm not sure. Miami. We're off to Miami. Miami then Monza. Miami then Monza. Archie East leads the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Let's have a quick look at here at the spectator menu. If I do this, go down to here. Now. We'll see Ross Vincent pushing for what he can. All of these drivers, bar 5, have made a stop. Those 5 are the top 5 as we see it. When will they blink? When will they make the move for the pits? Is the time now for Archie? Yes, it is. Will Ross follow suit? The answer, no. Ross stays out. Maitland stays out. Dio stays out. I don't actually know. I don't know, Jared. Ross Vincent now leads this Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Ollie Maitland, 2 seconds behind. Through Aqua Minerale he goes. There's no real close battles, lads. This is a close one. It's Archie and Fulsey. Now Vincent Pitts follows Maitland. Oh, slow. Very slow. Maitland follows as well. Braden stays out. Braden's going to lead this Grand Prix. So Braden's going to lead this Grand Prix, but I don't know when he's going to make a move. Luca Chebi back into second place, back on the podium in the McLaren. Yellow flag, first sector. Oh, it's a Haas. Oh, and Ross Vincent's out. Ross Vincent's collided with the vehicle. Safety car. Oh, shit. Oh, Sean Dio's out as well. What? What? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, this is actually good. This could be really, really good. This could be really, really good for a race. Guys, this is going to be like a 3-lap shootout. This is going to be like a 3-lap shootout. Deacon's back in for a chance. He is. He is. Deacon's back in the running, baby. Deacon's back in the running. A free pit for Braden. Now, it's a... Look at this. It's a free pit for Braden, but how far away? Look, he'll get into the pits. But he's going to be in the traffic up until the Haas's, I reckon. Oh no, much more than that. Right up until Shadow. He can pit, but he'll be in traffic, and a lot of it. 8 out of 9, yeah. There's a swap. Where does Braden get out? Where does Braden get out is the question. The Haas's go, the Merc goes. Yeah, it's going to be the Aston Martin. And the Aston Martin's gone into the pits, in fact. Oh boy. This is something I like to see, folks. So, Jared, for context, well, with the safety car, Jared, the cars all have to resume into an orderly queue for racing to resume. Dio, what happened? Every car has to we have to get back into an orderly queue for racing to restart. So Deacon's going to get the chance to catch up with Shadow, and Shadow's going to get the chance to catch up with Chili. Guys, this is screaming Abu Dhabi. This is screaming Abu Dhabi, and my favorite part about this is Stitch and Luca Chebi are the two drivers in the running to win a Formula 1 race. Guys, has Stitch won an F1 before? He got podium, but has Stitch won? Has Stitch won, or am I stupid? Has Stitch won before in CRL F1? I'm looking at this now. Archie's won F1 in CRL. Joey has. George hasn't. Fulsey hasn't. Stuart used to be on top for ages. Braden won one, if I remember correctly. Maitland, we know the story with him. He won last time out. Shadow hasn't won yet. He crashed in his first race. Safety car is great. It is. Like, everyone's in the running right now. I do genuinely believe that everyone's in the running right now. But like, if I'm gonna be honest, lads, if I want anyone to win right now, why not let it be Luca Chebi? Why not let it be Luca Chebi? We talk about fortitude for lads racing. Luca Cebi's been here for a while. Okay, for this one's for the YouTube video right here, guys, right? Luca Cebi's been around for a while. He's been around for a while. And now he's staring what could very well be his first win in Formula 1. He's staring down the barrel. This could be it for him. Like, a lot of pressure is on his shoulders right now. This is where he's like, you know, a little bit of adrenaline's going to kick in. Which, that's the beauty of the game itself. The game lets that adrenaline kick in. Stitch as well. He's going to want to hunt his first win in CRL F1. Archie East wants to maybe put a spoiler in the works, a spanner in the works as he would. Coots and Townsend doing that overtaking thing under the safety car. Michael, that is still not right. Yeah, Deacon's catching up now. It won't be this lap. We'll have one more under the safety car. A 3-lap shootout, folks. Oh, mad. A 3-lap shootout. Oh. Sid, no, it's going to be 4 laps. Oh, shit. Safety car in this lap. Okay. Right. Here we go, lads. Here we go. Safety car in this lap. A 4-lap shootout, folks. Luca Cebi is going to have his chance to win in CRL F1 if he can hold Stitch at bay. In towards Tamburello we go. And Stitch is going to have the pace that he needs so desperately. As will Archie. Stitch on the outside is going to take the lead of the race. Oh, and the McLaren falls back. The Welshman now leads in the Italian racecourse. Now, Archie is going to set after him. We have Luca Cebi desperate to get his position back. But Stitch's Ferrari takes the lead off the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. My oh my. But it's not over yet though. It's not over yet though for Luca Cebi or for Archie East or for Joey Coots or Fulsey for that matter. A second separates all of these drivers as we go up through Aqua Minerale. Loose from Stitch will be noted by Cebi as he sits inside the wind tunnel. May try to play with that slipstream. Coots up the inside. Fulsey tries sending it, trying to check back, and Coots tries to go in again. Oh, the AlphaTauri goes wide off the back of the Variante Alta, losing a position as well with a penalty in hand. Cebi is so hungry to get in ahead of Stitch again. He's right up and close with the Ferrari. No DRS this time around. We have to wait for 2 laps until we get DRS. So we'll have 1 lap under DRS conditions. Wow, 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 folks. Shadow right behind George Townsend here in towards Tamburello. Won't get the chance here into Tamburello just yet. Fulsey right behind Archie East in the battle for the podium. How about a podium in your first CRL race? What's Stitch's ERS? Hang on, let's see. Where's... It doesn't tell me. If I do, surely it should. I'll come back. Right. Stitch has 60, 67 from Luca. We'll see. We'll see. Now in towards the Variante Alto once more. Oh, great exit from Cebi. He's going to love that one. Archie East watches on. Poor from him. Joey Coots right behind us. Fulsey falls in behind. The DRS is going to be crazy. Oh, Cebi, that was a bit too eager. A bit too eager as he just gets a little bit of a rub off onto the curb there with the tires. So Cebi now to set after Stitch with the DRS enabled. He'll get that back wing open to chase after Stitch in towards Tamburello. The gap won't be shut down just yet. It'll be close, but I doubt close enough. It could all come down to the final lap. It could very well all come down to the final lap for Stitch and for Luca Cebi. But as it stands, regardless, we're in for a new winner in Formula 1. We're in for a new winner in Formula 1 as it would stand. A Welshman and a Germanman at the front in Imola, in Italy, in the second round of CRL Formula 1. For these two drivers, this position is the stuff dreams are made of. They're up right at the very top with so little time to go, with so little time to offer. Maitland slaps back now into 11th. It comes down to it now, the Variante Alta for the second to last time. Luca Cebi's German, Jake. The Welshman of Stitch, desperate to keep Cebi at bay. But look how close Cebi is and how hungry he is to get his position. Now we enter into the final lap in the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. This is where it's all at. This is where it's meant to be. Who's going to come out in front? DRS enabled. Luca Cebi is going the long way around Stitch. Stitch is going to cover up well on the inside, forcing him the long way around. Cebi has to fall back. Won't get it in the DRS zone, but there's still plenty of slipstream now as we approach into Villeneuve. Left-hander Villeneuve. Cebi here very early on the brakes. Loose from Cebi as well. That could be deciding. That could be decisive. Oh, and East watches from behind. Up his inside is Fulzi. Fulzi desperate to get his move. Stitch very greedy on the corner. Luca Cebi still setting after Stitch. But it looks all that too much for Luca Cebi. Stitch's Ferrari, the Scuderia Ferrari, last time out on Australia, showed their mettle and showed what they were made of when it mattered most. They were quickest through every sector in qualifying. Maitland got himself pole that time around. Oh, contact. That could have been close. Maitland got himself pole that time around. He went on to win that race. Stitch in qualifying, I don't remember him having a great stint. I don't remember him having a great stop whatsoever. Cebi led for the majority of that sprint race, but this time around the Scuderia Ferrari are in a much better position because Stitch the Welshman is going to win his first Grand Prix in Formula 1. Stitch wins the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Luca Cebi meets him in second. CPI Fulzi in his fourth race in Formula 1 gets himself on the podium. Grazie ragazzi, the Scuderia Ferrari have taken it. Stitch the Welshman wins the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, and that's a driver of the day. Oh wow folks, what a race that was. Folks, if you're in chat right now, drop this Twitch channel a follow.